Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio kicked off the September 23rd edition of Monday Night Raw. The two did a victory lap to celebrate Liv Morgan's revenge tour being complete. Morgan has taken the Women's World title from Rhea Ripley. She's taken the Judgment Day from Rhea Ripley. And she's taken Dom away from Rhea Ripley. This all prompted Ripley to come out and announce two things. One, her knee is fully healthy. She's medically cleared to take on Liv Morgan at Bad Blood October 5th. And in that same match, Dominic Mysterio will be hanging high above the ring in a shark cage.
It's going to be great seeing Dom in a shark cage. Is he going to be like Chum? You know what Chum is when you're going for like shark hunting? Is he going to be the Chum? So who knows? But it's going to be kind of cool to see him up there. And you're going to have Rhea versus Liv. Bad Blood. Is Dom going to drop things down to her? Is the cage going to open? Is he going to fall? We're going to see, but it should be kind of fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's something different, and Dom's going to be up in the cage.
Then in the night's first match, we saw Sami Zayn take on Ludwig Kaiser. And in a back-and-forth contest, it looked as if Kaiser might pull off the upset win. But in the end, Sami Zayn was able to pick up the win with a huge haluva kick. Then after the match, Gunther came out ready to fight, looking as if he was going to give Sami Zayn the World Heavyweight Championship match Zayn has been looking for. But then he said, "You want a World Heavyweight Championship match?" My answer is no.
Sami wants this match so bad at Bad Blood. It's going to happen. Everybody knows it. Gunther's perfect heel. Tonight he comes out with the belt. He runs out. He looks at Sami. "I want to fight you. I'll do it now. Let's do it now." Sami's getting all hyped up, and he pulls the rug out. That's what he does, Gunther. And he laughs, and he walks away. So is the match going to happen? Absolutely. It's going to happen at Bad Blood. I think by next week it'll get signed or something. Sami's got to do something to really aggravate him. Hit him from behind with a chair. Something to get him going, but the match is going to happen.
I don't think the match happens at Bad Blood. I think you are wrong.
Well, maybe, but it's going to happen sooner or later.
At some point
But
happens.
we're in a Triple H era, so they're going to kick it down the road. Yeah, it'll probably happen in 2026.
In the next match, we saw Dragon Lee take on Carlito. And after the LWO and the Judgment Day began brawling at ringside, Lee was able to pick up the win in just about 2.5 minutes.
You know what? I want to see Carlito in a meaningful match. I love Carlito. He looks great. He's got great hair. 2.5 minute match. He's in a squash match. Come on, Carlito. Throw the apple. I want to see him take that apple and throw it across the ring and hit someone in the head, knock him down. Carlito runs over and pins him after he hits him with the apple. That's what I want to see.
Then we were supposed to see The Miz versus Big Bronson Reed. But before the match could begin, Braun Strowman came in flying out of nowhere, and the two monsters began brawling once again. Eventually, officials were able to separate the two monsters before too much damage was done. But we did find out that next week we will be having a last monster standing match when Braun Strowman and Big Bronson Reed collide.
Let's get two things straight. Braun Strowman saved The Miz from cracked ribs. We all know that. Miz, you saved yourself from cracked ribs tonight. And we're going to see next week Braun Strowman versus Bronson Reed. No, we're not. It's Godzilla versus King Kong. That's what I saw tonight. We saw Bronson Reed coming through the water. He looked like Godzilla in the Godzilla movies. And then we saw Braun Strowman with the big buildings coming through like King Kong. We got King Kong versus Godzilla next Monday night. I can't wait.
That's next week, but this week we heard from Drew McIntyre, who was responding to CM Punk, who said that he is willing to kill Drew McIntyre. In response, the Scottish Warrior said that he is going to make CM Punk bleed and that he will do whatever he has to leave Hell in a Cell with a victory.
We're finally is this going to come to an end, this feud? I hope so. You know what? These guys, CM Punk wants to kill Drew McIntyre. He doesn't care if he dies. Drew's kind of getting the same persona. So, you know what? Put it in Hell in a Cell. They both get swords. I want to see a sword match. Whoever stabs the other guy wins the match. Maybe that's what it'll be. Maybe that's what we need to do to have this feud come to an end. God forbid someone needs to die. Hell in a Cell. It's a great match. I can't wait to see it. But I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the build-up now. They don't got nothing to do. One guy wants to kill you one week. The other guy comes out. My family's at it. You know, I just want to get this over, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't like the promo. I wasn't a fan of it. I want to see the match, and I want to see them both go their separate ways.
And in the women's tag team division, we saw Io Sky and Kairi Sane take on Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Damage Control was able to pick up the win and are presumably the next #1 contenders for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
I'm just glad the Unholy Union is putting people over. Damage Control got the win tonight. That's the match I want to see. Damage Control versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Thank you, Unholy Union. Back to NXT soon.
And in our next match, we saw American maids Julius and Brutus Creed take on the New Day, who desperately needed a win. And Kofi and Xavier were rolling, but in the end, Woods' frustration got to him. Chad Gable tried to interfere on behalf of the Creeds, and Woods unleashed all of his anger over the last couple weeks out on Chad Gable, and this allowed Julius Creed to attack Woods from behind and pick up the win for his team.
Woods is an unhappy camper. Everybody sees it. If it's not Kofi he's upset with, it's Chad Gable. And he's got a lot of legitimate points where he should be. Kofi Kingston, I don't think he's doing anything intentional, but he's like a boob. He just doesn't think, he just does. Kofi Kingston is so under Xavier Woods' skin. They're going to break up sooner or later. They got their 10-year anniversary coming up. So I hope they get through that. I hope Big E gets involved in that. That would be incredible. But at the end of the day, I think the New Day is the old day, and I think it's going to be done soon.
And next week, Rey Mysterio will take on Xavier Woods in a match that all of a sudden has a lot of heat behind it. Is it a babyface versus babyface dynamic? I'm not so sure. Will the New Day break up sometime soon? That's for everybody else to speculate on. And in the main event, we saw Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. It was an awesome match. Back and forth, Breaker shined, Jey Uso shined, near fall after near fall, and in the end, main event, Jey Uso captured his first singles championship in WWE. Tony, can I get a yeet? Yeet! Congratulations to Jey Uso.
Let's get something straight. Braun Breaker is going to be a star. 2025, he's the breakout star, and I'm going to make a prediction right now. Braun Breaker is going to take the title off of Gunther in 2025. This kid's got it all. He can afford the loss tonight. Everyone's like, oh, Breaker's going to win. He's going to win. I called it. Jey Uso, it's yeet time. He's a workhorse in WWE. For the last year, this guy's been fantastic. Every week wrestling. He's a crowd favorite. The people go nuts. It's like the Yes movement from Bryan Danielson is back again. But now we have Yeet. So good for Jey Uso to win the title tonight. It was the right move. The guy deserved it. He's a workhorse. Put the title on him. Let him run around with the title for a couple of months. Braun Breaker will win that title back down the road, but not tonight.
So you think Jey Uso holds it for a little bit?
I think he's going to hold it right into the Rumble. Yes.
Into the Rumble, wow.
Into the Rumble. Well, we're into, think about it, middle of September almost. So, what do you mean? It's the end of September. We got October, November, December, and it's the Rumble time.
3 months title reign for Jey Uso?
I think he's going to hold it for 3 months, and we're going to see which way it goes with it. But I think he's going to end up going back towards SmackDown by next year, especially with SmackDown going to possibly 3 hours, they're saying. I think you're going to see a lot of the bloodline and everything with Roman shift back that way. And I still am hoping Jay and Jimmy get back. We need tag team division in WWE. Those are the best guys. I want to see them back together. So I think he's going to hold the title for a bit, but I think, again, they got different plans with him going forward next year.
So that's what the father thinks, but what do you think? Why don't you go ahead and leave your comments below, or you can reach out to us on X, Instagram, and TikTok at It's Real to Us. And on YouTube, remember to like, subscribe, and to turn on notifications. Because if you're a wrestling fan, you are going to love this channel. We produce tons of wrestling content that I know you're absolutely going to love. So that was Monday Night Raw, September 23rd. Tony, let's get your spot of the night, and then your overall grade 1 to 10 of the show.
Well, the spot of the night is Jey Uso winning the title off of Braun Breaker. This guy deserved the title shot. He's had title shots. He's lost. They should have put a title on Uso months ago. Thank God they finally came to their senses and they gave Uso a title. So that was my spot of the night. And the card going into that match, I would have gave it like maybe a 7.5. You know, we didn't have enough matches again. They're a little short. They're more promos than wrestling lately. But Uso pushed that up to 8.5 tonight for me. I wanted him to win. He did win. I give the card an 8.5. And yeet! Congratulations. Title time.
I completely yeet with you, Tony. Jey Uso, spot of the night. Well earned, well deserved. Happy to see what he can do as the Intercontinental Champion. As for the rest of the show, nothing really too crazy to write home about. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. But once again, what did you think? Let us know. We want to hear all of your wrestling takes. I am Anthony the Mark.
And I am Tony the Father.
And thank you guys for watching. It's Real to Us, the Wrestling Podcast.
See you next time. Good night.